Today I've got the top 3 decks for you to use as a Lava Hound player, whether you're just picking up lava for the first time or you do want to see which one's doing the best in the meta. I've got 3 for you to choose from today, starting off with the deck that Carl finished 13 in the world with last season. This deck is really good right now. It's handling mid-ladder menaces very well, and also some of the top ladder archer decks it is dealing with. So it's a bit of a weird wonky lava deck that I would say it's really good. It's probably the best Lava Hound deck right now, but I don't know if it's going to be great for the future. So I wouldn't recommend upgrading it if you're scarce on upgrade materials, gold or cards or whatever, but it is going to be the best one this season. So the reason I went with the archers up high was to try and bait out his small spell so that I could successfully use the tombstone to fully counter this guy's card, the mighty miner. I hate the mighty miner, dude. It is everywhere. It is so annoying to deal with. But yeah, Sparky is definitely not what I was expecting. I was thinking we were going to face like a standard. Actually, wait, we're not going to fireball that. We're not going to fireball that. We're going to wait because the balloon is still going to deal a ton of damage, and I would rather have... Oh, I did not know he had mirror, okay? This is the reason you save the fireball and don't just fireball the zappies, because I knew that we were going to get guaranteed... that was kind of bad. I didn't know the archers were coming down there. But yeah, we were going to get guaranteed damage. Even if we didn't take the tower, it is what it is. The reason I did... Why do you have E-Golem? Why do you... Okay. But the reason I decided to save the fireball was so that I would have enough to play defense. So if we were having enough elixir to play defense, I could have defended him flawlessly, and I did. So we were up in damage, even though we didn't take his tower down. So instead of tower trading, we went up a ton of damage. And it didn't matter in the end because this guy has E-Golem in his deck for some reason. But I do believe we're up a lot of elixir now. And so... yeah, I thought this guy was running like the classic Mighty Miner cycle decks that you see everywhere on top ladder, but apparently he's not, so it's unfortunate. But yeah, any deck with mirror in it, or just honestly, if you don't know their deck, it's just safe always to play defense first with this deck especially, and with any lava deck. So fireballing here because I want my Inferno Dragon to get more value. He's spending 9 elixir on 1 Inferno Dragon, which is kind of wild. We're going to give up a Sparky shot. That is what it is. The ends justify the means. We give up a Sparky hit, but we do manage to fully defend the rest. And that was kind of a bad Valkyrie. But it is what it is. Doesn't matter. It's over. That was a pretty good first game. I mean, we had a very nice fireball situation at the beginning there. So this is why this deck is very good. It handles mid-ladder menaces. So if you're struggling with mid-ladder menaces, try this deck out. E.A. Millard. Well, we are running Doom's Lava Miner deck for this match, and it is a very good deck. It's not as good as the first deck that I showed, but it is still a pretty solid deck, and it will be good for a while. It's been around for a while, just like some cards get subbed out. So like ever since the Skeleton King got added, we saw the Skelly King over the Barbs, and now that the Mega Minion is obsolete, we have the Phoenix being used. So if the Phoenix ever gets nerfed to a point where it's actually a balanced card, you can max the Mega Minion. Or if you don't have the Phoenix maxed, you can play with the Mega Minion. The Inferno Dragon also works in this deck, so both of them are good alternatives. So yeah, this is annoying that we're facing E-Giant, but actually I think we have matchup here, so... I just have to play really good. If I play really good, we should be able to win that. Okay, it's no longer a good matchup. He has Baby Dragon. If he just had the Phoenix, it would be good for us, but... what? Okay, that is extremely aggressive, so we're going in with the lava here. I'm gonna make this boy pay for that, man. So the plan here is to go with the Flying Machine, and then we will go with the Skeleton Dragons, because he's gonna, I believe... Okay, I didn't know he had the cage. What I thought was going to happen is we were going to get some nice Flying Machine damage. He was then going to Phoenix, but sadly he had a cage to play, so that's annoying. But we are still going to get some big damage because my Skeleton King is going to get these souls, and we might just take this tower here because honestly, even though our Flying Machine died to the Phoenix, we got the Phoenix out, and then the Skelly Drags, the useless Skeleton Dragons, actually, well, they're not useless when nothing is targeting them, so... that was good for us, that we were able to just go Skelly Drags behind. It was a pretty simple play. We just punished the guy for using his baby dragon and also for being extremely aggressive with the lightning. And so now we don't really have to do another lava this game, I don't think. We're going to plop down a tombstone here because I figure I can get back to another one if he needs to. That's actually good for us that the lightning is out now because he can't lightning anything anymore. And the whole goal by that is, since we get out the lightning, he can't like build a huge E-Giant push. Like, this is not a huge E-Giant push because this Phoenix Golden Knight Baby Dragon stuck at the bridge. So the E-Giant is dead and now we just deal with the back. And it's not really... It's not really a problem because we managed to get his lightning out, and now if he was to get another E-Giant down, we have a tombstone. So that's you got to be careful here. See how we have the tombstone back. If we are not careful, and if you go tombstone late, what will happen is the tombstone will get outcycled by his E-Giant, and suddenly you're going to be struggling to defend the E-Giant. So we wrap that guy up in single, which is how E-Giant matchups usually go. This deck is extremely powerful in single and also plays a very good defense, so definitely try this one out as well. Alright, Dez. We are playing Rakan's Lavaloon Miner deck, which is one of the best decks in lava history. Honestly, this deck has been around for a long time. It's had its ups and downs. It's not the greatest deck ever, but it is still solid. You can beat mid-ladder decks with it. You can beat certain matchups with it. I like those arrows. You like those arrows? Drop a like for those arrows. Okay, those were good arrows. But yeah, this deck has had its ups and downs, but it's always been a good deck in the right hands. Definitely not the easiest deck to master, but I have plenty of videos on Rakan's deck. I'm going to be uploading more too. So it's if you guys want to learn this deck, it's definitely good. It's easy-ish to upgrade. It's got 3 legendaries, so it's definitely a work in progress. But honestly, going with the lava and then the miner is a good upgrade. It's a good upgrade path, and then you want to go with the Inferno Dragon last, because the Inferno Dragon isn't necessary for any lava decks except this one. So this deck doesn't really have any substitutes, which is the only problem as compared to Lava Miner. So this guy placed this expo in a spot where he wants to just Tesla and drag my balloon to the expo. So I'm going Skeleton Dragons here to wrap up this expo. So now he can't pull my balloon to his expo, and we have tower traded. And if you get tower trade versus this matchup, you are golden. Absolutely beautiful. I don't see any problems here. Now, stopping the expos is pretty simple. We just use barbs / miner or Inferno Dragon or Skeleton Dragon. You honestly do anything. You got to be careful if you go barbs though, because he does have the fireball. So that's the scary thing. We could have also went miner there, but I don't really care that much. So we got the barbarians ready because I'm feeling an expo here. We are going to barbs quickly, and I'm going to miner because I'm assuming he's fireballing. He does fireball, and we do catch the expo, which wasn't necessary, but it is very nice. It's a nice little cherry on top. So I honestly feel like we could do a lava. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we're just going to try and take out his tower. And like, expo, I don't even think he's back to fireball. Like, I honestly don't think he's back to fireball. And even if he was, we don't have to worry about that expo too much, because getting the lava down is more important here. So the barbs are coming into the pocket. We're gonna wrap this Tesla up, baby. The Tesla's dead. The Tesla is dead, and now we can just zap the king tower. And if archers come in, then the archers are just getting killed by the arrows. So this deck, it has some matchup, like, some matchups it's really good against, some matchups it's really bad against. There is outplay with the miner, but it definitely has some matchups it really struggles against, but others it just dominates, like 3.0. So hope you guys enjoyed this deck video. Hope you found it useful. Try out one of these decks. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and have a great rest of your day.